which therapist you need.
Therapy Thursday.
Now on Wild 94.1.
I understand therapy.
Hi, everybody.
Therapy Thursday. We love it because we get to talk it out. Doc Monica came up, Monica Burton, who is our therapist that we tap in when it gets real.
Yeah.
She came up to the Toy Drive Tower. She's like, I still think Thursday mornings are my favorite.
Oh, that's
Like, some of y'all,
great.
sometimes y'all choose violence, but most of the time y'all trying to give them real advice. She also says her other favorite is Mansers, by the way.
Mansers is great.
She likes the way we give it raw. All right.
So we be raw dog.
We be raw dog these listeners. Raw in it. All right. So let's see. We got questions that have come in. If you want to ask, 888-429-0941. Please believe we know we're in the midst of that 8 a.m. hour. So any point I can drop that question and ask you who, you know, what I'm supposed to ask you. I can't say it because we're in the midst of it right now, but you know what the answer needs to be to get the pair of tickets to see Janet. That's all I'm saying.
You're trying your hardest not to say it.
And Chris Bridges. They'll be in Orlando April 19th. So if you want those tickets, keep listening for that question to drop because it could happen anywhere in the 8. All right. First question. Who got one?
I got one. It came in out the 941. It says, my wife is scared to travel outside of the U.S. She doesn't think anywhere in the world is safe but here. We've gone to so many places in the States, but I want to travel abroad, and she is so against it. The most she'll do is a cruise to the Caribbean, but won't even get off the ship. I'm tempted to take a solo vacation, but I don't want to cause a situation where she'll never forgive me. What should I do?
You gotta get her out of her bubble a little bit. It's
not safe out the bubble.
So many people.
She's not comfortable.
But that's okay. Maybe you can look into. I actually know people that feel this way as well. What they do when they travel outside the country because they don't feel safe is they'll stay at, unlike Dobby, which will go outside of a resort and go in the city.
Number one.
If that person feels uncomfortable, make sure you try to find a resort that's kind of enclosed.
You're not getting the experience.
But that's not what she wants.
You could do that.
I love when our doctors in their lab coats, one person gives a diagnosis, another one says,
I'm trying to tell.
Why would you go to another country
You can
and
go
never
to
leave
Italy.
the hotel?
They have resorts and
And
stuff
you never-
there.
and never
Haven't
leave?
you seen Taken? They take you, and
No,
then
they don't.
If your parents don't know jujitsu and don't have a certain set of skills,
You want to rip off the Band-Aid real quick. I'm saying
Yes.
to ease her into
That's
it.
not. You don't get the experience of. This guy wants to go abroad.
Right.
If you go to another country and stay in the hotel, you might as well have gone to Orlando. Like I say,
I
listen,
disagree.
man.
You can take tours and stuff like that in a resort,
but
and then
take the sanctioned ones.
Right.
Don't take the ones where you just met somebody at the airport. Because I seen that in Broken Down Palace. They'll keep you in the Philippines and one of them.
It sounds like you and his wife are watching the same movies.
Yes.
Well, I'm
In the-
just
in the
trying-
grand scheme of
this will
things-
help her over time, and then you'll be able to go into the city without having to be on a tour.
That ain't never gonna happen. I say take that trip by yourself, bro. Go ahead.
You're gonna leave your wife?
She doesn't want to go.
That's really gonna work out.
She
great.
doesn't want to go. They've already gone through the states. Why are you gonna miss
All
out
I'm
on
gonna say is when
experiences?
they kidnap you and you
Nobody's
call home,
gonna kidnap
you
you.
call home, your wife is gonna be like,
That's
I don't
happened in
have
Mexico.
a certain set of skills.
Yeah.
I don't know any of that.
There are a ton of places that are much safer than the U.S. Much safer
Well,
than
we
Florida.
need that list.
Sweden.
We just don't need to be making it up. Like, give me a clear list of where it's safer than
This
us.
is a
and I'm
dangerous
down.
place in the grand scheme of things.
why I
There's
don't-
so
this
many
why we don't go
guns here.
outside here.
There's so much crime here. There are a lot of
Dobby's
places that
angry
those
about
things
this.
don't exist.
Welcome to America.
I'm an immigrant. That's why I look at myself as a citizen of the world.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You definitely are comfortable with the world.
I have one, gentlemen.
okay, what
calm
we
down.
got?
This is a Snapchat question. This person says, I found naked pictures from females on my husband's account. He says it's spam. Is this something that actually happens? Do girls send naked photos of themselves to random guys on Snapchat? And
Yes.
I'm not on Snapchat.
Yes, they do.
I don't think my husband is or would physically cheat on me, but is this spam or cyber cheating? I want to blindly trust my husband, but it's been hard when a naked pic from a female pops up on his phone. By the way, he deleted the app when I confronted him, so now I can't go back and investigate.
Okay, well, let me tell you, as somebody who does have Snap, I've woken up to people that I thought friend requested me, and I open it and I'll see all of this nudity. And I'm like, yo, that's not it. And so I block them because I'm like, apparently it's like a spam thing. They want you to hit the link that's in it. So then you're now beholden to them or whatever. Like it's some sort. I treat every hyperlink that somebody treat me like a an act of aggression.
Yeah.
So I don't trust it. And especially if I ain't ask you for something new.
Don't you have to be
nice.
friends with somebody in order to receive
No,
stuff?
they send stuff out to like everybody that they feel is in an algorithm. If you've ever looked at a pretty girl, they're like, ooh, you on the pretty girl receiving crew. So they just lump it out there and you get, I'm telling you, every day I get some sort of somebody that's like, ooh, this person wants to say hi. And when you click it, I'm like, I don't know that person. And then I just immediately block it.
I've had Snapchat for a long time. I've never gotten just a random person I don't know send me naked pictures. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's never happened.
But the people who got pages like cam people,
Never-
not
it's
like
never
a
happened to
not
me.
like a real person.
It's never happened.
Okay, but also he deleted Snapchat when she wanted to kind of go through it, and so they could talk about it. So does it sound like
That
he's
boy
cheating?
got caught. It sounded like
There
he
you
was
go.
doing some things. I was just gonna keep it real.
Okay, well, yeah. But then problem solved.
What
'cause
Snapchat?
Snapchat's
I
gone.
don't see a Snapchat to you.
Snapchat's
I
gone.
don't even snap or chat.
No more snappy. That's it. All right. Here's one that's family related. It says, my brother borrowed money from me and told me that I'd have it back by Black Friday. I'm still missing my money. It's a full rent payment, so $2,100. And now I'm tight on my shopping, and he's ducking me. My only question is, because I know I ain't getting it back before Christmas, do I still buy him a Christmas gift?
Hell no, you
No.
pull up.
Yeah.
You know where he lives. You pull up to him and you go, that's a brother?
Did you
Yeah.
have coffee this morning?
Yeah, you are choosing violence on every question.
If you can't let somebody put you in a situation. First of all, it was dumb to give anybody the amount of money.
It's family.
But if it's so much money that you're going to be short on
too
your
much.
rent, that's crazy. But now you're in this situation and you pull up. You pull up. Forget Christmas. Christmas is canceled.
He paid his rent of $2,100.
Right. And now this guy is short. You're
On his
short
shopping
on
money.
You pull up.
What do you mean you pull up?
You
where
go
they
to
live?
his house
Okay.
and you get your money back one way or another.
Oh, wait.
That's
now.
your family.
Yeah.
member.
I mean, we can't kill him.
We're not going to kill him.
That's why I said, what do you mean?
You said pull up. We got to
Pull
kill
up.
him. You said by any means necessary.
Right.
That usually is with a gun.
That's
by the
what
way.
I'm
Take his TV.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
All right, so we're going to go there and collect in some sort of way.
Yeah, you are collections now.
But
Right.
that's a
Give me-
family
give
member,
me that
though.
You
diamond
guys
chain.
are putting too much. Family is on too high of a pedestal where they can't. You guys are making it like they
But your
can't do
grandma
any
was going to
wrong.
find out about it at
Yeah, you
Christmas.
put your hands on like your brother. Your grandmama going to find out when you're passing you the gravy at Christmas.
Grandma, he owed me $2,000.
I learned something today. Do not borrow money from Davi.
What do you mean?
I like the
If
fact that
you-
grandma going to look at you and say, well, sometimes you got to bust his ass.
Well, no, you have to finish that statement. Do not borrow money from Davi if you do not intend to pay it.
There
Right,
you go.
Because I'm gonna come through and collect.
You going to pull up.
10 out of 10 times.
10 out of 10. Dobby gonna pull up.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
All
my
right,
gosh.
that's your
Y'all
answer.
soft.
Yeah, for real. Don't borrow money from me because I'm sending Dobby to your house.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, Dobby, for a percentage, can you go pull up on this person's way? All right, we got your shot at getting at a concert coming up and more questions on the other side. Hold on. Everybody is convinced that Dobby has chose violence today.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. Nobody
that
want to
laugh?
ask you no questions.
Right.
Unless they want an unadulterated truth.
Yeah.
That's what you call us for.
All right, let's see. This comes out of 863. It says, forgiveness is supposed to be something that your people who love you urge you to do. It's like everyone, my siblings, my parents, my friendship group, thinks that I should not forgive my girl for going outside. I found out from her being seen having coffee with somebody where she was not supposed to be. She was supposed to be somewhere else and was caught. Things have unraveled very quickly after that. I haven't acted on anything, but spent the last week or so not answering any of her communication. Is this a forgiveness situation? Can that be done? Or am I headed for a lawyer?
Oh, man.
Oh, Lloyd. Oh, they're married?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
damn.
a big problem. Well, you really have to decide if this is something you want to work on and deal with yourself. But the fact that everybody else knows in your family, that sucks because
But-
they're not going to let that go. It's
That's a
as
great-
quickly.
That's a great point that you bring up, though, because they know.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
eliminate
problem.
them. Eliminate
Yes,
them.
you have
Make
to.
it about your feelings.
Right.
Make it about how you feel about your wife. If your wife is out there chasing something, then you got to have a conversation with her and then decide if you are out. Like, if you can't fix it, if you can't get past it, if you can't forgive that she was somewhere she wasn't supposed to be. Who knows what she was doing?
Right.
But let's just assume it was the worst. If she was out there, and are you willing to have a conversation with her to get back? That's what the question, because you're the only person that can answer
That's
that.
so
Can't be
searching.
your grandmama, can't be your
Right.
siblings, can't be your family. It's gonna be awkward around Christmas.
It is.
But if you and her are like, listen, we gonna work on this and we locked in and it's just me and you, boo, then whatever the peanut gallery say shouldn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
It
Should
Be
shouldn't.
like, we gonna show up, we gonna show out, and we gonna leave together because they ain't gonna drive a wedge in between us.
Yeah.
I still love you, girl. You messed up, but let's go to the party.
I think you have to put your detective hat on and dig a little deeper and find out if it was more than just coffee. Because I think a lot of people would argue that coffee is that necessarily grounds for divorce? That might be a
When
little...
you wasn't where you was supposed to be, and you said you was supposed to be
She's
somewhere
lying.
I
else,
understand.
you off with somebody
I
else.
understand that, but I think a lot of people could eventually forgive that. Now, did the coffee lead to something else?
Right.
To something that's unforgivable. That's I would start there personally.
I think the coffee's unforgivable.
Really?
Like, well, you're supposed to be at church and you at the coffee
Emotional
house with
cheating
this-
at that
with a
point.
man.
Yeah, but to get lawyers involved over a cup of coffee, I think could be seen as an overreaction.
Yeah.
More legal than killing him.
Figure out what she did.
We got a text out to 813. It says, I want my baby daddy back. The thing is that he is in a new relationship.
Oh, no.
I want to break them up and get my man back. I am not here asking if I should or shouldn't. My mind is made up. My question is, how should I do it?
Oh, so you asked the right one. Davy chose violence.
Yeah,
today.
oh my God.
And go.
Oh, man. How should you break...
I wouldn't break
Give
them
him one
up
of them good
necessarily.
answers, Davy. Go ahead. Give it to him.
I guess you set him up. You set him up with like the cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? Have him get caught doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Text
If it's-
all the time.
If it's you or if it's a friend of yours, first you break him up and then you work on getting him back.
Ooh, this is so.
Steps to it.
This is terrible.
We've never been asked to be evil.
Okay, let's be evil.
No?
I mean, no, we've just been evil on jump.
Oh, okay.
We've never been asked to be
Well,
evil.
if we want to be villains for a second, I would try to get him in bed with you. I would try to lure him in, try to see if you guys could
and then
potentially
record him.
you could take some pictures of said scene, a receipt of the hotel, whatever you have, whatever you need that you can just text him in the middle of the night, call him in the middle of the night. That way she feels uncomfortable. He gets caught.
But you have to make it where he doesn't know it was you. So, like, if you take him to bed and record it and send her the video, now he's going to know, hey, you leaked the video. Because at the end of the day, you want that man back.
Right.
Right?
You gotta
so
keep your hands
step
clean.
one is
Yeah.
the breakup.
Yeah.
Get them broken up somehow. And then step two is the lure back.
The lure.
Okay, so you got a kid with him. So there's got to be a birthday, a Father's Day, or something that's
There you go.
coming up.
Now you thinking.
Where now? Okay. so
Christmas.
You walked me into it. All right, Christmas or whatever, where
Right.
you do something that's overtly kind for this man. We talked about giving men their flowers. So you give this man, very platonically, you give him a
Thoughtful.
gift, something thoughtful, so the girl don't suspect it. And then when he comes back, then you share and say, you know what, I wanted to give, something to you because of whatever. And you know his buttons to push because you didn't push them before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you lure him in and y'all get the
Yeah.
you get that going on, the little mattress mambo.
Right.
And now it's easy to peel him after the holiday, let him do his holiday business, but you can get him back. If you want him back, don't want him back fast because now that's messy. Plant a seed.
Long game.
Long game. Play the long game if you really want him back. And that'll help out because the holidays get emotional
Yeah.
and everything else. And now he's found out that he got a little action.
Right.
And now you can, now y'all getting a little free with it. By February, you'll have him back.
Yeah.
February.
By
Could.
February.
Wow.
By February. If you
Valentine's
play
Day.
Christmas right, by February you have him back. Now, also remember, you said you want him back, so you're forgiving whatever made him not your guy. Because whatever he did before, you letting that go.
Yeah, she's past that part.
She's
want him
messy.
back.
Yeah, she's
There you
very
go.
messy.
You chose violence, and it
We
was the right
normally
day.
don't do this.
We normally don't.
But we are at the
listen.
service of whoever texts us. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
way-
how we gonna get away with it. Right there.
If he
Yeah.
would have texted us like, "Yo, my crazy baby mama wants me back," we would have given him advice.
Right.
Stay strong, my brother.
Stay strong, my dog.
Keep
Stay
it in your
strong.
pants.